1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's 7:39 and our entire lives are contained inside of these 14 objects behind me here.
It's gonna be a marathon.
We got a 30-hour trip in front of us from here in Spain to our new home. And in order for all of us to actually get there in one piece and survive, there's 3 phases of this trip that need to be executed to perfection. Flight number 1, complete. How was your flight, buddy? Oh, good to see you guys. You made it. You made it.
Guys, that was the easy one.
Yeah, that was just a quick 1-hour flight from Malaga up to Madrid. Now we have a 5-hour layover in Madrid. Then we have to recheck all of the suitcases and both of the dogs for the next flight. That was like 11 hours. So by the time we checked back in, dropped the dogs off, and got through security, we got just enough time left to have one last bocadillo de jamón and one last cerveza before we go into the plane.
I'm so sad dropping the dogs off. It really hurts my heart, knowing they're gonna be under there for so long. Ugh.
It really fucking sucks. All right, now it's time for the long one. You ready?
Yes, you get to spend 11 hours with me, bums.
I might actually go to that empty seat over there.
What? For long flights, you need your compression socks so you don't get any blood clots.
I thought that was just so you don't get the cankles, like the fat ankles.
No, it's for blood clots.
We have arrived to the USA, baby. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling beat up, beat down, beat off, beat on. That was a long fucking flight.
What time is it in Spain?
Well, right now in the States, it's 10:42 p.m. So it'd be like 5 a.m. in Spain right now.
I barely slept. I'm exhausted.
The dogs are here. The luggage is here. Phase 1 accomplished. But that means that next up, we got phase 2. $5 a.m. is about as long as we can stay asleep with this jet lag. You can see my man Rolo joined us up on the bed here. And with that said, how you doing?
It feels like Christmas morning. When you're really excited but a bit anxious, that's the feeling.
Phase 2, complete. So we got 8 suitcases in the back. We got 2 dogs in this massive back seat here. This is a big old Chevrolet Silverado. And the trip home coming in at 3 hours, 34 minutes. You can't get a big truck like this in Spain, man. They just don't have them. Luckily in Miami, they got these everywhere.
It's the home stretch, but first, one thing that bitches love.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
That's one thing I'll tell you about bitches. They love Starbucks. Cheers. Not that, man, make myself look bad. Feels good to be back in the land of big trucks and big drive-thrus. I'll see y'all at the crib. I was fucking with y'all when I said Miami. We are back in Austin, Texas. Baby! How does it feel?
It feels so weird being back. Ah!
Man, y'all might remember this big house behind us here. This is the one. We bought this piece of land like 3 years ago. We hired an architect, designed our dream home, and then we decided to sell it because we were living in Spain. But a few months ago, we took this off the market. We decided to move in. I know y'all have a lot of questions about why we're doing this. We're gonna answer those in a second. But first, boys, come on! Welcome to your new house! Come here, bro! Do you like the house? Welcome! Yeah, let's go.
Ah, look how big it is. I forgot how tall these ceilings are.
Man, it feels good to be back home.
Mwah.
Feels real fucking good. And as y'all probably noticed, we got here just in time for the furniture delivery, which I guess you could technically say is phase 4. about 7 hours later. Phase 4 is complete. We got furniture for basically the entire house, man. Take a look at this. Black marble. You know we stay on our black marble game. Take a look at these two lounge chairs.
We're not showing them anymore. We can give them a house tour when we move in 6 months.
What did you say?
I'm just kidding. We're never moving ever again.
I gotta say, though, when it comes to being like the GOAT of moving, you're looking at him right here.
We got it down to like a day.
This was a master plan, yo. We're living in a fully furnished house. A day ago, we were living in a different fully furnished house. So this morning, we're keeping it extra real. We're making our Greens Plus test inside of a Chick-fil-A styrofoam cup from last night, because we got no cups or glasses yet, bro. But I can't skip a day, man. I gotta have my greens and test every single morning. And let's be real, you should also be having your daily Greens Plus test. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook you up more than I should. You might remember that a few weeks ago we did buy one, get one free on the Beast Fuel pre-workout. And then some of y'all missed it and left angry comments because it expired. We're gonna do it again. If you buy a Beast Fuel pre-workout, you're gonna get a second one free. Also, if you buy a Greens Plus test powder, you're gonna get a free Beast Fuel pre-workout. There's not many no-brainers in life. This is one of them. Just add them both to your cart, enter code FREEGAINS, and you're gonna get the free pre-workout, but only for the next 3 days. First link in description. Do not miss out again. Pre-workout in the Starbucks cup today. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and not Julia.
The fuck? Is that a fat joke?
The other elephant in the room. Why did we come back to Austin? So last week when we told y'all we were leaving Spain, there was a lot of comments on that video. Most of them were positive and encouraging, supportive, excited for our next chapter. I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. But there was definitely a decent amount that were like, they're lost. These people don't know what they want. They're chasing the next shiny object. They'll never be happy. They'll never settle down. These are bad people. So let me just be fully transparent with y'all. About 3 months ago, when this decision was starting to grow in my head, I made this simple list in the Notepad app on my phone about the reasons to stay in Spain versus the reasons to leave and come back to Texas. And I'm just gonna tell you exactly what I wrote down, because this is how the decision was made. All right, the reasons we almost stayed in Spain. Number one, the weather. There's over 325 days of sunshine per year, and that genuinely made us happier.
Number two, paddle. We met a lot of great people through it. We got to play together.
And it was really fucking fun.
Yeah.
Number three, the beach clubs. Both of us despise staying out late, not sleeping well, and getting drunk.
But we like day drinking. That's like the culture there.
Number four, hosting people. We gave all of our friends and family an excuse to come to Europe and visit Spain, and we had some amazing experiences with them.
Number five, traveling Europe. Like, it is all these crazy cultures really close to each other. We got to experience so many new places. It was amazing.
Now let's get into the juicy part. Why did we come back? And I got 7 reasons here. We're gonna break these down from the least important reason to the most important reason. Number one, everything's bigger in Texas, and that includes the house. So I work from home full-time, have an extra space and quiet to focus. That's beneficial. The dogs also have almost a full acre to run around on. They're already fucking loving it.
And as you guys know, we want kids soon. And in the Spanish house, the bedrooms are downstairs. There were 2 floors down from the master, and that just wasn't gonna work with kids.
In the Texas house, the kids' rooms will be on the same floor, like right next to the master. Number two, the house selling situation. So right now, the market in Texas is pretty damn slow. So we had the house on the market for 5 months or so here. We had some interest, but not at the price point that we'd want to sell it for, just because of mortgage rates. And obviously Texas had a big boom, through COVID, and that's died down a lot here. Versus in Marbella, the house has briefly been on the market. We've had a lot of visits. We already have an offer on the house. So just being able to move one of those versus the other did make it more favorable to come back to this house. Number three, the USA convenience. And this one is a bit of a double-edged sword.
I was literally gonna say that, because yes, it's so nice to have every convenience at your fingertips here, but there's something so wholesome about Spain and going to the mom and pop shops.
Yeah, like yesterday we went to the drive-thru at Starbucks, we went to the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A. You can Uber Eats anything you want on your phone. There's a million big old Targets and chain restaurants and stores everywhere you'd look, and it's convenient. In Spain, at first it was really wholesome, and I loved having to search out the right spot, not being able to get delivery from a bunch of different places. But over time, it does wear down on you a little bit, because it just adds a little bit of extra resistance to daily life, and I like having the convenience. Now, before we get to the important reasons that really made us move back, this pre-workout and this jet lag ain't mixing that well together. We gotta get these gains in. Pro workout complete. I think this is gonna be our new gym here in ATX. It's called Los Campeones. Sick. And also, this is off the record, but one of the other reasons we came back is because I'm about to get Texas big again. I hold like 10 to 15 pounds more of body weight being in Texas versus Europe. I'm not sure why.
I want the opposite. I want to lose 10 to 15 pounds here.
I actually am sure why. It's because everything's bigger in Texas, including the tacos. Now, when it comes to the important reasons why we came back, of course, first of all, tacos. Reason number 4, podcast/collabs. So in Spain, in Marbella, people did visit in the summer, and I was able to get some solid podcasts, but after that, it immediately dried up. There's not that many people in my space living in Europe. Most of them are in Miami or in Texas, and now being back, I can actually consistently start the podcast up again soon once like we're settled in, and that's helpful because I enjoy doing the podcast, and I think y'all enjoy listening to the podcast. Number 5, seeing friends and family more often. So obviously when they came to Spain, it's like this special experience, but it's tough to get someone to fly internationally. We don't love doing it either.
My family was pumped when they heard I was moving back to the States, being on similar time zones, being only a 4-hour flight from Boston. Like, they were so happy.
We actually got someone y'all like about to pull up real soon. Number 6, taxes. So when you live in a country for more than 183 days of the year, more than half of the year, then you have to generally pay taxes to that country. And then if you're an American resident, you have to pay taxes to the US, like regardless. So I had to hire legal, like tax lawyers in Spain. They had to work with my accountant in the States. And it was this kind of complicated system, I guess, that I had to make sure was working and everything was by the books. And at first I thought, oh, I'll just get it set up and it'll be good. But it's almost like managing a whole other business, just making sure all of that is straight. And I don't need to manage another business when we got like 5 other ones. And number 7, this is the biggest one, business management. So most of my business partners, the people I work with regularly, they're in Texas time or they're in like West Coast, Vegas time, for example. And that's a difference of 7 to 9 hours from Spain. So it was great because I could wake up and I could like work in peace and I didn't have anyone calling me or distracting me. But then I'd get to like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. normally when I want to wind down, and it would just be like, wait, hold up, Julius, I just got a quick call I got to do. Wait, hold up, I forgot, I got another call right now.
And they were never quick. He was literally doing calls till like 2 a.m.
Yeah, and then I'd wake up and there'd be all the things that happened during the Spanish nighttime that like piled up on my to-do list that I had to take care of in the morning. And it's just like, at first I was like, we'll just push through. It's not that big of a deal. I think we talked about that with y'all when we first got there, but over a year and a half, getting close to 2 years, it was grinding down on me so much that was the ultimate deciding factor where I basically told Julia, look, I know you want to stay, but it doesn't make sense. It's like I'm fighting this game with like one hand tied behind my back.
And it wasn't a life for us. Like, we had no more time together at night. Like, he was always stressing about work, and it wasn't good quality of life.
So while Marbella was like the perfect place to live, if we couldn't actually enjoy it, it's no longer the ideal place to live.
Oh my gosh!
Bro, did you know that this is the longest we've gone without seeing each other since we met? I was just thinking about that.
It's been 6 months?
Now we saw, you were in July in Spain, right?
Oh yeah.
It's been like, is that 9 months? It's been a lot. It's been like
Listen,
9 months.
David, when you have a friendship like ours, we could go years, decades without, centuries without seeing each other. And then when we do, it's like, what's up, bro? You want to get some tacos and do some backflips?
I think you can finally admit it now, though. I think now that we're back, you can finally admit it.
That Texas is where the home is? Home is where you make it.
The Kanye West is the true GOAT.
I mean this when I say that Kanye album's the shittiest album I've ever heard in my entire life.
Bro, I fucking moved back to Texas and I can't even get that out of you.
I heard one
track.
That
is a 10
He's Carnival, he's dissing our girl Taylor Swift. How are you gonna disrespect the queen?
Nah, fuck Taylor Swift, bro.
Oh.
You heard one song.
Yo, I'm going back to
Yeah, get out of here, bro.
to Houston. I'll see you guys later.
But more importantly, these two bros are back together finally, man. So I met a guy at the gym today who was like, man, I've been following you and Maxx forever, bro. I love you guys. And I was like, he's actually about to come through and visit. And he was like, oh my God, the bros are back together. The world is finally right again.
That's right. It's like that song, you know, the bros are back in town.
The backflip bros.
The backflip bros are back in town. Hey, there's a lot right next to you. Business is good. I think I might put an offer on it. I think I move. I have a little vacation house in Austin.
Taylor.
David.
We said hi before, but I felt bad nodding.
Not recording and not including. That's fine.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you. High five. Are you excited to be back in Texas?
I don't like the high five. And speaking of podcasts, you're not going to get one from me quite yet, but you are going to get one from us.
You're gonna hear. Look when David.
I'm going to let you You're gonna take the podcast virginity of this house.
And David's like in his videos, it's like 10 to 12 minutes of breaking down his justification of making all these poor financial decisions. You're gonna get the deep dive into the real answers.
You're not gonna let me off the hook.
Nah, don't be sour. Link in the description.
And now, the moment that I desperately been waiting for. Tacos and margaritas.
This is some authentic American cuisine. I mean,
I had to fight this guy. This guy told me Torchy Taco not a dinner place.
it's not a dinner place.
Tonight, it's a dinner place.
We're hungry. Arriba, abajo, el centro, el drinko. Ching ching, right?
Ching ching.
That's who you play?
Only in Texas, a spicy frozen margarita. It's good to be back. 3 tacos, they're all looking delicious, but there's a new one called the Cougar. There's like brisket and barbecue. We'll see about this. I've said it a lot this video, but it's good to be back. That's a 9 out of 10 taco.
It seems so natural for you to be back here doing it. This is where you should be. This is home.
Me, tacos, Maxx.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Man, it felt really, really good being back with the homies, Max and Taylor.
We love them. They're our best friends.
They're our best friends. Y'all are our best friends as well. I appreciate you guys coming along this long journey, this pilgrimage back to Texas with us. The next chapter begins now. I'm excited for the next phase in life. Also, next video is gonna be a little reveal because we're not gonna be driving that big old rental truck, that Chevrolet Silverado forever. Stay tuned. In the meantime, click there to watch my most recent upload next. I'll see you next video.
Stay beastly.